Chat, we got KDS in the room. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, Trick.
Hey, wait, there it is. There it is. So, how do you say it? Ealendil?
It's Ealendil.
Ealendil.
First of all, I just want to say all KDS is a big fan of your channel. We really enjoy watching you stream us, so thank you very much for all the free publicity.
No, man, it's you guys that are making this possible for me. If it wasn't because you guys are out there just being a menace, it's like a symbiosis, right? We both benefit of these things. You guys enjoy me shoutcasting and being out there with you guys. I love you guys sending, going into this against these amazing groups, just beating everybody up and getting beat. It's just fun, dude. It's just fun content. Thank you guys so much for doing that. Seriously. Okay, so KDS, what does it stand for?
It stands for Keepers of the Dark Side.
Keepers of the Dark Side. There it is. Okay, go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
It's basically from the first game we actually started the community in, which is Star Wars Galaxy. So we go all the way back to 2003.
Oh, so this is old school. How many people are still playing from 2003?
At least about 20 or so.
20 or so?
Count. Yeah.
For 20 years? Dude, that's one hell of a friendship right there.
What can I say? The dedicated.
I wish I had friends like that will be playing a game with me for 20 years. Shit, my friends and I can only play a game together for like 3 months before we start hating each other. Amazing. KDS, Keepers of the Dark Side. So wait, Keepers of the Dark Side, were you guys Sith?
Yes, we were.
Oh shit! We're talking with the bad guys over here. So you guys must be at least 30.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like,
yeah, and overall KDS across all the games we played, we're pretty hated, and it's not because we're toxic towards others. It's just, I guess they don't like us because we fight a lot. Especially our enemies.
Have you guys ever joined another company, or you guys always create your own company?
Yeah, we always play as our own company. So we call each game that we join a chapter, and we basically played in every important MMORPG since then. And when we feel that the activity is not enough, or we're not achieving our objectives in a game, we just close the chapter and we move on to the next game.
The end of the chapter, right? That's an amazing mindset. That's pretty awesome. I actually respect that a lot. That sounds like a pretty cool concept of living, because it happens. We get into an MMO, we play the shit out of it, and then we get bored of it. And then some people want to keep on playing, but some people want to leave. Do you guys encounter that often, or you guys actually pretty, coherent when it comes to the company to move to another place?
Yeah, so, I'm going to be transparent about it, just like everything about KDS. It's, in most of the games, it slowly dies off, and we've never sort of endured sort of a long-term game. Maybe the only exception was Albion Online, where we're in for at least 4 years, but overall, we suffer the same attrition that most of the companies do. The community is really big, right? So, not everybody will play one game at a time. And, when you say people just move through, it might be some of the other people from the community who join in the next game, which is really great because you can see people that you haven't seen for, 7-10 years, and they're like, hey, remember, it's me. And we're like, yeah, let's kill some people.
Are you guys, a lot of you guys are like real life friends, or these are all people that you guys met, you met each other in the internet?
Most of the people met each other through the community, and some people do meet in real life too. I think we had some events as well where people met, but yeah, most of it, it's online presence.
All right, all right. So KDS, the kings of the open world. Nobody can argue that. Nobody. You guys have the commitment of a lion, and their heart, the heart of a god. You guys keep on going back at it until basically people are bored of you guys. You guys never give up first.
Yeah, so I mean, I would be the first one to argue it. I wouldn't call ourselves kings by all means.
They are
We're
kings.
dedicated.
They are
We
kings.
love
Chad.
open world because
They are kings.
in open world you can take advantage of things you can't really do in wars, such as terrain, strategy, different positions, and that levels up out the balance a little bit. As you must have noticed in lots of our fights, we get outnumbered and outgeared and outplayed a lot of the times. So for us, that's why open world is interesting. And on top of it, war lasts 30 minutes. If you do open world like we do, you play 6 to 8 wars at once. If you keep going at 3 to 4 hours at it.
Right. Plus, the terrain is always different. You guys could be in a different place. You guys are not forced to run to the same point. You guys are able to just be more free, not just run to B and A or C and just fight on top of the point. Then go to B and do the same thing, and then go. It's a little different, completely different play style. And that is the fun thing, because you guys really take the open world to a whole new level. I think you guys are more interested in the open world than you guys are in wars themselves. Not that you guys don't put up your 100% in the wars. Which, by the way, you guys have been just going against a bunch of people. Every time you guys basically have a chance, you guys throw a territory into conflict.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing we always say in our company, and it's kind of our slogan, is red is dead. Okay, so it doesn't matter. As long as their name is red, we attack them, and we always try to kill them. There's some few exceptions of people who we earn mutual respect from, but overall, yes, we're going to be aggressive whether we live or die.
If
Yeah.
if I'm in the open world, flag PvP, and one of the KDS guys killed me, what happens there?
We just congratulate him.
Congratulate him. You know what? That is the best answer I could have ever got. Congratulate the man. And yeah, I was not expecting that answer. Anyways, you guys got war tomorrow, Brightwood, right? Against Bonsai.
Yep.
Are you guys mentally ready for that?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you guys already setting up the booby traps and things like that?
I mean, I know we're gonna give 100% for sure.
Always.
Yeah, we obviously still train and develop. So compared to some of the prestigious companies such as Bonsai and Parabellum, who clearly have shown their strength and everybody respects them, we have a different approach. We do recruit other people as well, not just the cream
De la creme.
of the cream.
Right.
Because we believe strongly that people have the opportunity to be trained and we can train together. And that's why we do a lot of open world, and that's why we do a reasonable amount of wars too. Because that's what's gonna get you the longevity and the endurance you need in a game. If you're super selective, it's fine, right? You're gonna win a lot of wars, but you always have a potential for drama or toxicity in your company. And yeah, our priority is slightly different, so it's a different approach, but it's a long run sort of aim that we're looking for. And that's probably why we're performing as we are.
Right. Talking about toxicity and stuff like that, how is the morale in KDS after, because we need to understand that you guys are not going to, the same way that you understand it, that 100% you guys are not going to beat Parabellum or Bonsai anytime soon. These are two companies that have not only the income, but they have a lot of war experience with most of their same members. So it's gonna take many weeks for you guys to get to to a very competitive level against them. Are people ready for that journey, or are people what is the morale in KDS right now as we speak?
So the morale is really high. So we have a three-stage approach to how to improve in PvP. The first stage is to learn how to die. And of course, we've done that a lot, especially against these companies in open worlds. But we
I can do
keep
that
getting
very
better
easy,
and
chat.
better. While some companies like Bonsai, I mean, I wouldn't say they're static, but there's less room for them to improve because they're already very, very good. Whereas we're on an ascending trajectory. So yes, of course, we're not going to beat them tomorrow. That's pretty clear to everybody. But the morale is really good. People are very hyped. After every single war, we have really good feedback, and everybody pitches in, and everybody works really hard to get up to where the standard should be. So in terms of the morale, it's excellent.
Glad to hear that. You guys are recruiting at the moment, right? And you guys still recruiting.
Yes, we do still recruit.
And obviously, you guys don't have a set in stone 50-man roster. This is something that, again, in the upcoming weeks, you guys will kind of hone and see who actually fits in the picture. I'm pretty sure a lot of new members that you guys are getting in, they're also getting slotted into this war because we got to try new players, especially when you're not a big company. You got nothing to lose, right?
Absolutely, and everybody gets their chance. Ultimately, the proof is in the pudding. So everybody who joins the company, especially ours, they all say they're the best bowman, they're the best bruiser, they're the best whatever. But ultimately, if they perform, they get a stable slot in a stable team, and if they don't, well, sometimes people leaves. At the moment, for every person who leaves, we recruit 2 or 3 people. So it's a reasonably high turnover, but we have a really strong core, so the core is pretty rock solid.
So last week I heard a lot of people. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of people. I heard some people that that they left the company KDS because they did not like that some of you guys were not open to for to like idea like they were telling you guys something and you guys were completely ignoring, like basically the leadership was doing their own thing. uh I hope that that is not true, because that is one way that that a company breaks down. And I see you guys very united there in the open world, in in the battlefield. So these people that are leaving, why are they leaving, and why are they saying these things about the company? Is there any like internal drama that is happening against these people? Are you guys kicking them out, or they're leaving because they just want to leave?
Yeah, so the people who said those things, they are the people who merged with us. So it's a company called Aces of Valhalla, and we're always transparent about what KDS is and how we do things, and we always listen to all the feedback. And the testimony to that is all the people who are in the company and who stuck with us since the very beginning. And we always listen to feedback, but ultimately KDS is a dictatorship and a meritocracy. So you advance based on merit and what you do for the company. And ultimately there's one person who always takes the shot and takes the decision. Okay. And for some people, yeah, it's not the way. They love a democracy where everybody argues and eventually, they create drama. But I guess they couldn't cope with that. And just because somebody suggests something, that doesn't mean they're right. We have plenty of experience in PvP, and sometimes you're just simply not at that stage, and people need to understand that you need to walk before you can run. So somebody can come up with a really good idea, but if you can't walk, well, it's going to be difficult.
Is KDS here to stay, or is KDS planning on moving somewhere else anytime soon?
Well, let me put it this way. I don't think anybody in KDS a year ago would have dreamt to be on Dry Tree with the best companies in the game. So guess what? The best companies in the game from Bari and Dry Tree came here, and we're definitely not leaving and running away from content.
Some people are, though. What is your thought on that?
So you can have two approaches, right? If you think that your core and the mentality of the company is strong, so just like what we demonstrate in open worlds, if you can get smashed over and over and you're still there to fight and get better, you should stay. If people are not like that and they just play to win sometimes, and they're a bit semi-casual and a bit, you know, they're not as strong mentally. I think all those companies were struggling. And generally speaking, some of our companies that we were allied with were in that category, and sadly they left. But the issue with that is you go to a less populated or less active server, and you take Everfall in 6 minutes, and then what are you going to do with your time? Your company will die because there's no content.
Right, makes sense. Okay, yeah, no, I like that. I like that. You guys are here to stay. Do you guys what are the requirements to join KDS? Can anybody join KDS, or you guys are looking for a specific kind of person, role, class?
So we don't restrict people to class, and we accept non-meta kind of builds. But like I said, the proof is in the pudding. You obviously need to be 60 and ideally 625.
Of course.
That's kind of the minimum requirement. The only requirement for us is that you try to integrate in the company. So we don't want people to just show up for wars, get 20 kills and then log off, and we don't see you for another 3 days. So people need to do the minimum. They need to play with us, come with us, have fun with us. And that's about it.
All right, I see. Do you guys review VODs of the wars, to improve? Or
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
yeah,
you guys do. Oh, no, and it's nice to hear that, because I think that only the companies that review VODs and see how can they improve watching those things are the ones that improve. If you don't watch VODs and you expect that you're just gonna get better, probably that's not gonna happen. Somebody said in chat that you guys don't review VODs.
We do.
Okay, you guys.
we might not do it as a whole company. We did it in the past, but it wasn't always particularly useful. I think the main focus is train. So we train in OPR really hard. So we use the same comms that we would do in wars. We train a lot in open world. And for us, wars are the stage to perform. It's not the point to train. We usually have at least 4 main groups in the army that they all record. They don't always post the videos, but I definitely get them. But of course, if there's appetite to review them as a company, we'll do that again. It's no problem. We have a good briefing and debriefing system before and after every war. So, to be honest, that's quite valuable. And I think once people digest that, especially the leadership, reviews the videos.
Of course. So you said that you guys accept even no meta players, and all they gotta do is perform. How is performance taken in consideration? Because this sounds like a good company for me. Can I just go in there if I finish in top 5? Does that mean I have a solid spot in the company?
So there's a difference between, for example, a damage padder and somebody who actually plays and follows the orders that are given to the group. So, for example, when you see us in open world, we all run together and we're pretty tight most of the times. And, you kind of need to do what you're supposed to do. If you're just doing some random stuff at a different point and just throwing damage on the clumps and you're in top 5, it's great, right? It looks great. Everybody loves it at the end of the fight. But I think it's more than that. Ultimately, what's important is to kill the enemies in front of you and to win the fight. So if you don't achieve that, everything else is a little bit less meaningful.
Okay. All right. Let me see. I was asking for a friend. I wasn't asking for me or anything like that. But I appreciate that. It's been an honor talking to KDS finally. You guys are definitely keeping, believe it or not, you guys are helping keeping this server alive. And I know it's not that many companies that are doing this, but whatever some of the big companies and even the small company do to a server, it can mean that they are helping to keep the server alive. Some companies help to kill the server, and we've seen that happen many times of a company killing a server. But what you guys are doing, you guys are actually keeping this shit alive, because I'm pretty sure that that everybody enjoys what you guys are doing. Everybody on the stream loves when you guys go out there, 20 versus 50. So even if you guys are getting beat up, you guys are doing an amazing job. And what you say, you're practicing. It's in one way or another, it's a form of practice. So for that I say thank you so very much, KDS.
Well, thank you very much for having us, and we'll keep at it. And yeah, look out for us in the open world, especially.
100%. Before I let you go, shell companies or no shell companies?
Never.
All right. Well, shit. I thought I was gonna have you guys on my side with that. That way we can have more wars, but apparently not, Chad. Apparently KDS is not on board. Man, I'm disappointed.
Shell companies kill servers, generally speaking, but of course, there's exceptions when people just put the same time as which basically is happening on this server. So it definitely helps.
All right. Well, KDS on top, 100%. No questions about that. Ealendil, thank you so very much for representing KDS. Thank you so much for being here. And we're gonna see a lot. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot more KDS tomorrow. 100%. The Brightwood War. I will be there. I will 100% will be there. Either shoutcasting or inside of the war. We'll see. We'll see which way it goes. Anyways, chat. Do we have any question for KDS before we let them go? Ask him about the glue and the bows. Who's not destroying the horns? They're asking about the glue. Do you know anything about the glue? What is the glue?
Of course I do. It was a special request from some of our officers. So our first encounter with Bonsai, obviously KDS is not well known in this game. Somebody from Bonsai called us glue sniffers because we kept attacking them and they couldn't quite understand why. And then as we killed some of them, I think we became more and more irritating to them.
Fucking
And
glue sniffers, chat.
every time we fight Bonsai in open worlds, we just announce that glue sniffers are here. So there we go. That's a little meme.
So you guys took ownership of that now. You guys are the glue sniffers. And,
Absolutely, we love it.
I mean, what is more embarrassing than getting killed by a bunch of glue sniffers, right?
Exactly.
There it is. The glue sniffers are here to stay. There you go, KDS. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate your company, and hopefully we can do this another time.
Thank you so much for having us. See you around.
See you around. There it is, chat. There it is.